In today's video, I'm going to show you a strategy you can apply right now and nail your directional bias alongside ICT concepts. This strategy is all about the higher time frame defining zone, higher time frame DZ. So these are the rules for that time frame. You must identify the WDZ, in this case the weekly defining zone, high and low, and in this case we have this Monday and this Tuesday. If you don't understand what the WDZ is, I did a video, you can go and check it out and then come back here to have proper understanding. So you are going to wait for a break above or below, and in this case Wednesday closes below. What it means is that for Thursday our directional bias will be what? Bearish. We have to look for bearish trade setup just because this has told us that, and we won't be opening position here, stop loss here, and then number one, it won't give us an optimal risk to reward, and number two, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so what you need to do now is you are going to look for a fair value gap, because as a result of this there would have been a fair value gap in the lower time frame. So you are going to identify that fair value gap. Then from there, identify your buy side and sell side liquidity. The fourth one is to wait for price to sweep the liquidity, and then you take an entry. So let's look at the lower time frame. In this case, we look at the 4 hours. Now if you look at the 4 hour, we know we have some fair value gap above here. Okay, from here actually, but we filled it up to this point. So, and we have our buy side and sell side liquidity. Immediately here we do not have fair value gaps here for us to take our trade. We don't have in here, so we expect price to trade up in here, clearing liquidity. Okay, clearing liquidity, and then from there we can look for our trade setup. So, but however, in case we have other fair value gaps earlier, we can also use that as a yardstick to frame our trade setup. So you go to your 1 hour as well. In 1 hour, we say have that same fair value gap. All of these are liquidity points. We don't have fair value gaps at all. So let's look at 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, this is where I'll be looking to trade. Okay, so two things are involved here. Is it that price respect this fair value gap, or trade above here to sweep this liquidity? Okay, because this is a dealing range. It took liquidity and also clear liquidity, so this is a dealing range. If you want to understand more on dealing range, go watch ICT videos. You will have a clear understanding of that powerful concept. So we can expect price to take this dealing range liquidity here, the buy side liquidity, before we start looking for a bearish setup for the week. So let's play price. As you can see, price did not respect the fair value gap. Instead, it went up and took the liquidity there at the dealing range, okay, which is the Asian liquidity. So at this point here, I will go to my lower time frame, 5 minutes, to look for my entry. Now as you can see, the Asian session took out that liquidity, also creating an Asian high. So I'll be interested in seeing this liquidity go before I start looking for entries. Okay, 7 o'clock here. By this time, I'm not looking for trade entry. I want price to start during the London session. So let's play price. Remember, I want this liquidity to go because these are equal highs. It does not give us a high probability trade setup. And also open mind for losing some entry. Okay, if it does not meet up your rules, then you don't have a trade setup. So now that price has taken out that liquidity, okay, probably tapping into the WIDZ zone. There, from there we start looking for a displacement. Okay, price breaking this low. From there, I will look for my entry. So we have that here. So a retest of this, I can enter with stop loss above. Okay, we have fair value gap here. We have another one here. So immediately price start approaching here, especially when it retests this, I will enter with the stop loss above. Okay, that's how I trade. So you can see price trade in. This was the entry there. Here, stop loss above. And for the rest of the London session, you can be profitable. Now this will have given you a good risk to reward. Okay, till the London session is over. Okay, so this here will have given you a good risk to reward. I usually put my stop loss above, but you can put it above this fair value gap here and then target the low. So this so far has given you a 4.27 hour trade, and that going forward, even into the New York session, your mindset should be looking for what? Bearish price action. So in this case, let me take this to this side. We have fair value gaps here, okay, that has not been filled. So maybe during the New York session, price may decide to come up in there and take price. We don't know. So let's play price. You can see price keep moving lower, and throughout that day, you can see it will aim lower again. That is a 7 risk to reward. So this is a powerful strategy to frame your daily bias. Combine this higher time frame DZ, HTF DZ with ICT concept or any other entry model you want to use. But I would recommend you study ICT because it will help you understand the reason why the market move. I'm going to put some link to ICT videos in my description that can help you understand this concept properly. So on that note, I will see you in this video.